Hey YouTube, Draconis1 here. Today I will be showing you my Inzektor deck profile. I will be going through the deck faster than I have with my other decks, mainly because they're better known, and because I'm going to show you some combos at the end of the video, which will take some time away. So here is my deck profile for Inzektors. Alright. First up, we have the obvious 3 Dragonfly. Not much to say about him. He's one of the best Inzektors. He special summons another one. Then 3 Centipede. He's the Searcher. 3 Hornet. Destroys a card. I am running 2 Gigamantis right now. My build is more focused on the OTK. I have not been disappointed by my choice to use 2 of them. It's worked out really well. I've been thinking about trying Giga Weevil simply for the purpose of summoning this guy, which I pulled at the sneak peek. Let's see if I can find him. Here we go. Photon Streak Bouncer. The reason I was thinking about using Giga Weevil is because he can special summon himself from the grave, while Gigamantis cannot. That makes it an easy way to get out a rank 6. So, yeah. Plus, it allows you another special summon if you need that. 1 copy of Ladybug, level modulation, easier XYZs. 2 effect veilers. Self-explanatory, I don't have a 3rd. 1 copy of Sangan. 2 card troopers. These allow me to basically dig 4 cards deeper for Hornet, because if I don't get Hornet, there's really not much I can do besides spam XYZs, and that's not the most effective way to win. And then I have 2 copies of Hopper. I used to have 3, but I took 1 copy out for Ladybug, and I have not been disappointed so far. That's it for monsters. Spells. 2 MST. Self-explanatory.
It's 5 o'clock.
Sorry, that's my computer. It's programmed to tell the time. Monster Reborn. Self-explanatory. Dark Hole. Staple. Heavy Storm, staple. Book of Moon, staple. Foolish, dumps Hornet, it dumps Ladybug, dumps Gigamantis if I really need to. Just helps speed up the deck. Allure, Darkness, same thing, speeds up the deck. Provides Leviathan food if I want to. 3 copies of Duality. Again, it's just to speed up the deck, make it run smoother. It functions really well, even with no special summoning clause. 3 Zect-Caliber. I've never had a dead Zect-Caliber before. I understand that it can happen. I've never had it happen to me before. This card allows Centipede to go head-to-head with the Evil Czars if they don't have any attack modifiers themselves. It's a great card. It allows you to search from your grave when it's destroyed. And then for traps, I'm running 3 Call of the Haunted. I'll explain this a little bit later, but again, it's mainly used to reuse your Dragonflies when they get Solemned or Veilered, because it will happen. It happens quite often. So that's one way you can abuse these. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. 2 copies of Torrential Tributes. It's a staple. 2 copies of Solemn Warning. And then 1 copy of Solemn Judgment. That's the deck. And I will start on combos in a minute. Alright, I will be showing you the OTK first. I know this has been done so many times on YouTube before, but I'll show it to you anyway, just in case you haven't seen it. All it requires is a Dragonfly, a Hornet in hand or grave, and Gigamantis or Excalibur. And there's other ways you can do this too. I've done it other ways, but this is the most common. Summon Dragonfly, equip with Hornet, and then equip with whichever one of these you have. I'll say Excalibur for purposes of the OTK. Have Hornet pop Excalibur, special summon 2 Centipedes. Yes, you can special summon 2 because Hornet leaves the field and then Excalibur leaves the field. So Dragonfly will activate twice, if there are any doubters out there. So you've now had a used Dragonfly and 2 unused Centipedes. Activate the Centipede's effect, get Hornet, blow up something on their side of the field if they have it, which is most likely, and then if they don't, you can blow up a card you have if you have a spare copy, which you're almost certain to have. And then with Centipede, you want to search out Gigamantis. Then you overlay for Leviathan Dragon. Like so. You activate his effect, detaching your Centipede. Then you equip Gigamantis to Centipede. Equip Hornet to Centipede with his effect. Hornet pops Gigamantis. You get 2 searches and a special summon. So bring back your Dragonfly. Just trying to maneuver this so you can see better. You used his effect, and then you get 2 searches. Generally, you want to search for 1 Excalibur and maybe a Gigamantis if you run 2, like I do. That's usually what I do. A sword and a Gigamantis. And now we're back basically where we started. Equip sword to Dragonfly. Use Dragonfly to equip Hornet. There we go. You can see that better now. Use Hornet to pop the sword. Get 2 more special summons. I usually go for a Centipede and maybe a Hornet, or if you want to, you can go for 2 Hoppers. There you are. Sorry, let's see if I can figure out how you can see this all. You have a Leviathan, a Centipede, a Dragonfly, which has now been used, and 2 copies of Hopper. I'll just put that there so you can see. And then you can equip the Gigamantis to Dragonfly, and I think that's enough damage to OTK. 16, 25, 24, and 34. That should be enough to OTK. You still have the 2 Hoppers, which you can use to pop something. If you have Ladybug and Grave, you can go to any level 5 or level 6, or sorry, rank 5 or rank 6. There's even more stuff you can do, but that's just the basics of it. You can go pretty much do whatever you want from there. It's very explosive. It happens very often. Yeah, let's see. Another way you can do it is if you have a set called the Haunted, special summon a Dragonfly, do the whole combo. Let's see. That's pretty much the main thing I wanted to show you guys. See if there's anything else in here. Oh yes, the Call of the Haunted, Sanguine engine kind of thing. 3 Call of the Haunteds, 2 Card Troopers, and a Sanguine. This is an engine in itself. Trooper the purpose of Trooper is to mill cards so you can get closer to your Hornet because the sooner you have it, the better. Sangan, same thing. Search out Hornet, Dragonfly, whatever you need, even a Veiler. And then Call the Haunted. When these guys are in their grave, Call the Haunted becomes MST bait, Heavy Storm bait, whatever. Chain it when it's going to be destroyed. Get back Sangan and search, or get back Card Trooper and draw an additional card. That's basically a mini engine you can use. I don't have Tour Guide, so I'm using this engine instead. Let's see, what else did I want to mention to you guys? I guess I can show you the extra deck. Show you what I have for that. For rank 3s, I've got Leviathan, Giganto Brilliant, Acid Golem, 2 Leviar, a Muzu Rhythm, rank 4s, I have 2 of those, Utopia and Maestroke. And then I've got 3 rank 5s. I'm actually looking for Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, I think that's what it's called. I have Wind Up Arsenal Zenmeow, Tyrus, and Adrius. And then for rank 6, I have 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. I actually summon him more often than I would think. Mostly after the Dragonfly Hornet Sword thing, when I have 2 Hoppers and the Ladybug in the grave, because they can both boost themselves up to level 6 for this guy. The other way you can do it is with 2 Gigamantis, or 2 cards, or 2 level 3s equipped with Hornet, or whatever. He's really not that hard to get out. He's a great card, I think. I'm lucky that I pulled him at the sneak peek, so yeah. And I do run 3 synchros because of Effect Veiler, Cataster, Brianak, and Black Rose. Cards that I would like to add, mostly right now, I'm looking at maybe an Excadrill and an Excastag, and then maybe number 22, I think it is, the Crimson Armor Ninja. Because if you can get Crimson Armor Ninja and Tyrus out against another Inzektor deck, there's really not much they're going to be able to do. Because they can't be destroyed by effects, and thus they can survive the onslaught of Inzektors. I can go through the side deck if you want. It's not the best it could be right now. There's a couple of cards I don't have, and a couple of cards I'm just testing to see if they work. 3rd MST, 2 Dust Tornadoes. These are mostly for Shadow Imprisoning Mirror / Skill Drain. Although you can use them against other Inzektors to knock off the Hornet before it can destroy something. Whatever. I'm using 2 copies of Raigeki Break to see how they work. You can dump a Hornet that's in your hand, or Ladybug. Dump something you don't need. I mainly side this against rabbits, sometimes Zero. And then again, if I need extra precaution against Shadow Imprisoning that I don't get with these guys. So, that's those. 2 copies of DD Crow. I used to have 3, but I'm trying out another card as well in combination with this. I have a lot of Inzektors at my locals, so I'm siding this as well. Dark Worlds get hit with it. Lots of things, although it's not very good against Rabbit, obviously. The other card I was talking about was Crevice, Into the Different Dimension. This card banishes 2. I put this in here because last time at locals, I was in the top 8, like I usually am every week, and I was facing the 4th Inzektor mirror match that day, and I had my crows, but my opponent had 2 hornets in the grave. So if I had crevice, I would have won. If I had crow, or which I did, I lost. So I'm just trying this out to see how it works. 2 copies for Arcana-Force 0 the Fool. Staller against Dino Rabbit. Yeah, they have Mind Control, but I don't have Jellin Duo. And plus they have the new level 4 that switches from defense to attack. So Arcana-Force really isn't that, or Arcana-Force lost some of its stalling potential against Rabbit if they choose to run it. 2 copies of Decree, again for Chain Burn / Skill Drain / Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. And then 2 copies of False Albino. This is kind of like Snowman Eater. It pops Logia, forces Dolka to negate. There's really no other reason that I'm trying this out instead of a Snowman Eater, except for the fact that I don't have a Snowman Eater right now. I lent mine out to someone, so yeah, I like False Dyna. He's cool looking. They're secret rares, so I'm trying them out, see how they work.
It's 5:15.
So yeah, that's my Inzektor deck. Not much to say. I've been top 8ing at my locals pretty much every week. My locals are very, very competitive. Most of the decks there are Inzektors, Dino Rabbits, and Windups. I think maybe 60% of decks there are Inzektors. There's like 4 or 5 Dino Rabbit decks, 2 or 3 Windups, 2 or 3 Chaos Dragon, 2 or 3 Dark World. Although one guy switched to Inzektors, so maybe that's 1 or 2 Dark Worlds. 1 E-Hero deck. It's a pretty competitive place, so I'm usually about 30 people show up per week, so yeah. I hope you have a nice day, all. I am currently stressed studying for finals, so I don't know if I'll get this up today, tomorrow, or so. That's all.